Meet Arthur Pumble. He's not a detective.
He's an expert in dust jacket preservation and lukewarm tea, a man whose greatest ambition is to avoid sticky situations. Yet, somehow, the city's most baffling crimes always seem to unravel directly around his misplaced feet, usually after he's spilled something or tripped over a rug. His accidental brilliance is legendary and entirely unintentional.
The latest mystery was a real head-scratcher. The Last Chaucer, a first edition worth millions, vanished overnight from the heavily guarded manor of Lord Harrington. The security system was flawless. The police, led by the perpetually frustrated Inspector Davis, were completely stumped.
They theorized a stealthy, professional cat burglar, citing a small, fresh scuff mark on the high, locked library windowsill as the entry point.
Arthur, unfortunately, was merely present to deliver a new poetry collection and was trying his best to remain inconspicuous. He was standing in the immaculate oak-paneled library, trying to admire the ornate ceiling while simultaneously avoiding eye contact with the inspector. Inspector Davis, pacing back and forth, pointed definitively at the high window. A single man, a ladder, and expertise, that's the only way. Arthur, feeling a sneeze building a consequence of the excessive floral arrangements, decided to inch backward toward a quiet corner, hoping to muffle the explosion. In his clumsy retreat, he misjudged his distance and tripped catastrophically over a tiny, antique footstool hidden beneath a heavy velvet curtain.
He tumbled, arms flailing, and his head connected with a loud thunk against the shelf.
The collision jarred the shelf violently, and the heavy velvet curtain, which was merely pinned, not hung, ripped down.
As the curtain fell, it revealed a long, narrow, dust-covered alcove behind a section of false books. Inside the alcove, there was no Last Chaucer, but something far more interesting. A small, discarded boot, identical to the kind worn by the manor's estate gardeners. More crucially, the sole was coated in a strange, thick, black residue. Arthur, still slightly dizzy, picked up the boot and wiped the residue.
"Inspector," he mumbled, squinting through his thick glasses. "A professional climber would never wear these clumsy things. And look here, this isn't garden mud.
This residue, it's printer's ink, the type of thick, metallic ink only used for extremely old, rare presses."
The real clue, however, was right where he had fallen. He pointed to a small, almost invisible ink stain on the wooden shelf below the newly revealed alcove.
The inspector, finally seeing the truth, followed the faint trail of tiny ink spots.
The trail led not out the high window, but straight down to the estate's overly ambitious printing apprentice, who had stained his boot during his attempts to examine the rare paper, and had tried to sneak the book out through the servants' quarters.
Arthur didn't deduce anything. He just literally fell into the solution. The thief was caught, the Chaucer was safe, and Arthur, after brushing the dust of his tweed jacket, simply went back to his shop and his lukewarm tea, having saved the day by sheer, embarrassing chance. It proves that sometimes the best way to solve a complex problem is to stop thinking and just let physics happen.
What's the biggest mistake you ever made that actually worked out? Tell us in the comments, and be sure to like and follow for more of Arthur's incredibly lucky, accidental adventures.